Alright, let me know if audio is working. We're just gonna hopefully jump right into it for the most part. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever done an iRacing broadcast before. At least, definitely not live. I don't think I've ever done one. Definitely never of this quality that I'm hoping this will be. You can hear awesome, thank you. Good thing, because I was just rambling, so that's really important to hear. Yeah, so not much to say. I'm just going to kind of sit here for a couple more minutes. It was technically not supposed to start till 7, but I'm bored, so I started it a little early. So to those of you who are already here, thank you very much. I appreciate your support and loyalty to be here on the dot when I start. Yeah, so let's see. I wanted to... Here, I'll shut up for a moment. I'm going to play something. And that, I guess, was the 2004 intro for NASCAR on NBC. So that's what we're going to start this thing off with. So I got to make sure everything's working, and then we will get things going. I think I'm going to start just by showing y'all a little bit of practice. So let's go to that scene. There we go. So there's about 20 minutes left in practice. We're not going to watch the whole thing. We're just going to watch the a couple minutes, probably 8 minutes or so, just to get this thing started. So I figured out a whole system. I just published a video yesterday of it, well, not how I did it, but I published the final product of a pre-recorded. So we're going to go to TV1, go to a car. I guess we'll go to Bill Elliott because he's first. Go to TV1. I get to pick the camera and car in the external software. It's pretty cool. There's Bill Elliott. So this is a AI opponent roster from, hold on. Let's see, where do I find favorites? There we go, somewhere in here. I want to find where the favorites are that I favorited on collections. This is a Trading Paints collection by Thomas Miller 14. So credit to them for a great collection of cars. I don't know how many they made versus just found. It looks like most of them are different creators, but still, nonetheless, they look great. So yeah, we're going to take a look at this and see how it goes. This should be pretty fun. I can't figure out... I should have done this before. I didn't. It's not that I can't figure it out, it's that I never got around to figuring it out. Let me turn off iRacing for a minute. I want to figure out how to throw the caution. Let's see. Because I don't think I have automatic yellows. I might, but I don't know. So I just want to see the yellow. Actually, let's just keep this open. Let's keep that open. And that way, I know exactly what I'm doing. Kind of. And I think this will work better. So let's try that. Move this over. I'm rearranging my monitor. Yeah, I thought I was going to use the ARCA cars. I probably could have. I didn't get around to really thinking a lot about it. I just picked a setup so that I could, you know, run stuff. Let's see. Okay, so I can't throw yellows on screen right now because it won't work with the graphics setup that I have. So I can't manually do that. But at least I know how to do it in the future if I get it set up right. So, anyway, we got about 5 minutes left to practice. Let's just look through some of the cars. There's Tony Stewart. going on to pit road. Yeah, but yeah, good point. I didn't even think about using the ARCA cars because, yeah, it didn't occur to me because I'm stupid sometimes. But yeah, basically we're just running the Gen 6 cars with various paints on them. They look pretty good. Bill Elliott is still in first. I don't know what his time is, but I have the graphic just set up so that you can run intervals. So whatever Bill Elliott's time is, McMurray is half a tenth off of that, and then Sauter is a third of a tenth off of McMurray. So it's just relative to the guy in front. So yeah, they do look sick on the Gen 6 car though. They look pretty good, I gotta say. Let's see, 18, is he on track? Yes, he is. Ooh, 18 and M&M side by side. Don't think I've ever seen that before. Jimmy Johnson might be wiping him out pretty soon, though. Yeah, 38. Risky pushing there. It should be a pretty entertaining race. Some of them don't have the numbers quite right because they're stamped instead of being painted on. But for the most part, it's looking pretty good. If I were to manually do this myself, it would probably look a little better, but I don't have the time to manually do it myself, and I don't think anybody else does either, which is why some of these don't quite look right. So, yeah, I mean, this is really well done, though. This is really well done. Looks great. Greg Biffle. I want to find, where's Kurt? We all know that I have to find where Kurt is. Of course he's leading, because he's just so good. There's Kurt doing well. Did they put a spec map on that? That looks awesome. I think they did. Looks really good. Harvick. It's weird to see Harvick in the 29 because he's been in the 4 for so long now. It's crazy. There he is. Let's get a camera on him. Mikey. There's Mikey. Look, Chris pulling into the pits. Let's go to 15. Mikey leading the pack. Alright, I think we're good enough to get this thing going. We're going to skip the rest of practice. Because why not? And we're going to skip qualifying as well. I don't know if it's going to simulate their qualifying times or what. But we're just gonna. Alright, so practice. Bill Elliott's time was a 49.994 was his practice time. Alright, so let's grid. Get me out of my car because I'm not driving. Come on, there we go. Okay, so there's probably gonna be an empty spot in the grid temporarily. So let's that, and then go back here. Alright, so we are now ready to go because we're ready to go. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of being random. But anyway, we now have Michael Waltrip on the pole and Kurt Busch in second. Look at that. That's awesome. Gotta love it. The 97 P2. Great sights right here. Great things to behold. Here we go. Off to the pace lap. Who's starting behind? Mayfield, Gordon. Didn't Mayfield just, I saw there was a video or something, he was charged with like a whole bunch of felonies. I didn't see what that was about. If any of you know, please let me know. I'm curious what that was. Maybe it's fake, I didn't see who made the video. But yeah, definitely interesting to have seen that, at least as a report. Whether it's true or not is a different story, but it's definitely a report. So, yeah, definitely interesting to see him on there, but, I mean, he was in the series in 2004. Let's see, where are the Roush cars? We got Biffle's in 19th in the 16. Jeff Gordon is starting pretty far back. He's somewhere in the 20s. Who else? Where's Edwards? Was Edwards in the Cup Series in 2004? I guess so. That looks like his car. That looks like an Edwards scheme. There's Brian Vickers. It's hard for me to keep track of who's who. It's been a long time since this season happened, and I wasn't even watching back then, so it was really little when this was happening, so definitely not a thing that I'm used to seeing these cars. I know Kurt won the championship, and by the way, well, no, that wouldn't make sense the way I was going to explain that. Yeah, I just find it interesting. Well, I don't know how to explain it.
Green flag, green flag.
Don't listen to that spotter guy. I don't know exactly how that works, but it's not actually green flag yet. We got about a trial to go. And I've set this to be a fairly long race too. It's half distance. So this should be interesting. I don't know if there's going to be yellows or not, because I'm stupid and I didn't check. Anyway, green flag is out. And Michael Waltrip leads into the green. With a push from Jeremy Mayfield in the 19. And Jimmy Johnson. Whoa, Kenseth! Kenseth already making a move. That was probably pretty stupid. Mark Martin going to start training his teammate with the 42 of McMurray. And Elliott Sadler, Ryan Newman. Kurt Busch to the front. He got a push from the outside line. Pulled out in front of Harvick. Or Waltrip. And now Harvick gets a push to the front. And he also moves to the bottom. And so does Mark Martin, who pushed him to the lead. Got the 42 of Jamie McMurray leading the middle line, and Kenseth in the 17 is leading the top. And we're already 3 wide. This is going to be dicey the whole rest of the way. And they do crash. The AI do crash, which is awesome. Because AI racing and iRacing is supposed to be for training the actual person, like me. But we don't have that. We have, we have me watching the AI race while I'm parked on pit road in a truck series vehicle. I didn't feel like changing. Whoa, Kenseth. I don't know if he just got moved up or what. So Harvick continues to lead. Dale Jr. starting to push that 16 of Greg Biffle forward. And McMurray is to the outside of Kenseth. Starting lap 3 of 94. Biffle to the front, but here comes Dale Jr. The crowd would roar if this was real. As Dale Jr. powers to the front, kind of. Here comes Ricky Craven in the 32. And Biffle coming back on the bottom. Just going to fix a setting on the screen real quick. I think we might be having some technical issues, so I'm fixing it hopefully real quick. There we go. That should be better. Let's see. Let's pull that back up. Oh jeez, this is definitely not working. Okay, just a moment. Just a moment. Trying to fix this issue. Oh, now we're better. Now we're looking better, I think. I got a lot of stuff going, so my computer's having difficulty. Looks better now, I think. At least on my end it looks better. Looks like it's doing okay. Anyway, back to the front. Let's go to Jeff Gordon, who I know Hampton will be very excited to see. Oh, it looks like he's in the lead, but graphics glitching. The 43 is in the lead, it looks like. Yeah, 43. Greg Biffle getting a push from Jeff Gordon. goes the 24 of Jeff Gordon to the front. I can't find his number on the car list. There he is, out front at Talladega. With a push from the other Jeff. I think that's Jeff Burton, right? Oh no, it's Robbie Gordon. Right. Robbie Gordon. So, still, the other, but it's the other Gordon, not the other Jeff. Robbie Gordon pushing that 24 out to the front. Gordon loses the bottom. Whoa. That was dicey. At least it looked like it. Now that I've driven on iRacing for a few months, that was dicey. Dale Jr., oh my goodness. Whoa. Dale Jr. to the outside, and Robbie Gordon tried to block him, but it kind of worked. I mean, Robbie Gordon was trying to make him go with. Jr. just said nope, and they both lost out in a way. We'll see what the 43 does, because he is, well, he was going to be the deciding factor. If he went to the bottom, that would have slowed down the middle, which is currently the outer lane, the topmost lane. And Robbie Gordon drops down to the bottom lead, and Dale Jr., with the momentum of the top, he is out front and clear of both lines. Here comes the 43 though. Jr. got no support from the bottom once he moved down, and is that Mark Martin? No, that's Joe Nemechek. Joe Nemechek to the front, and while I was figuring out who that was, not the 31, the 43 took the lead. I'm struggling to find the cars in the list. The 01 of Joe Nemechek is to the front of the field. Meanwhile, who's the 91? I can't. Bill Elliott. Bill Elliott, the leaderboard's a little off right now. I don't know why. It says he's down in 5th. Now he's in 4th. And Brian Vickers to the inside of the 02. Is that what it was? Let's see. Where's the 25? I'm losing track. There we go. The 025. Who is the 020? Oh, Hamilton Jr. Brian Vickers to the bottom. Moves back up though. I hope for his sake there's a little bit of momentum coming from the top, and there is. Wow. What does the 025 car do? Apparently he's just going to push Vickers past Waltrip. Whoa. That looked dicey. Whoa. 3 wide. Almost. 32. He's now second in line. Where is he? There we go. 32. And Ricky Craven moves to the front of the field here on lap 10. About 10%, a little more than 10% of the way through the race. And here goes the 19 to the inside of the 32. Aggressive move from the 19 of Jeremy Mayfield. But here comes Jamie McMurray around the outside, powering with a push from the 5 of Terry Labonte. And he is out there all by himself. Let's see if we can get this camera. I don't know how long the 42 is going to stay out front. Still out there, but they caught up. Here comes the 45 of Kyle Petty. He's going to take the lead. And the 42 is back out front. The 32, though, looks to the outside. I don't know if he got loose or what, but he slid up for a moment. Looked like he was making a move. And we got a 3-car breakaway at the front. The 42 is way out front. Here goes the 32. Ricky Craven to the outside. No support. I'm not sure why he made that move. That was quite the mistake. Although he's got some support coming behind him from the 025. The 025. Hamilton Jr. pushing the 32 out to the front of the field. Can't quite get it there. 42 continues to work the bottom, Jamie McMurray. We got to do our 12th lap Kurt Busch check-in. There he is, running at the back, relative. Oh yeah, that's way at the back. Like Jimmy Johnson, real world. These two were fighting for the championship with Jeff Gordon on the end of the chase. But at the front, it is the 025. Oh no, it's not. It's still a 32. I don't know why my leaderboard is all messed up. The 32 of Ricky Craven is out front. And there is the 025 to the front of the field. And now we're going 3 wide everywhere. 3 wide everywhere. Here it comes Bill Elliott in the 91. I think that's him, right? 91? I should do this here. Full name. There we go. Okay, now I have their names. That's much better. I have their names next to the car, so when I select them, I can see what their name is. So Hamilton Jr. leads the lap, the 32, and here comes the 31 with the 25. I'm trying to move some things around so I can control the cameras better, and I'm not doing it very well. I'm doing it horribly, actually. There we go. That took 3 minutes to move that. Not actually, but it felt like it. Alright, now I can drag that out so it shows more cars. Oh, that worked. Cool. Okay, so the 32 has lost the lead. The 25 is out front, Brian Vickers. And yes, that is Bill Elliott. What? Oh, the 02. Who's in the 02? Elliott Sadler has a flaming Miller Lite car. And the 23, who is in the 23? Dave Blaney. Dave Blaney to the inside. The 31 of Robbie Gordon is now to the bottom of the track, but Kyle Petty is actually out front with Dale Jarrett in the 88, who was pushing him and is no longer doing so. Can't get this thing to scroll. There's the 88. '23 to the bottom. Jarrett, is he clear? Like he is for now. Nope, not anymore. This is going to be interesting. 4 wide. Oh boy. Oh goodness gracious. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Biffle. Biffle's going to want to be careful there. He's getting a push on the side of his bumper. Biffle to the front, with Terry Labonte coming on the outside though. Got a whole train of cars behind him, including my boy Kurt Busch. There he goes down the back stretch on that third line, second to last car. But Greg Biffle is still out front, and the huge push from the 31 of Robbie Gordon. There we go. Look at that. What a great camera. Oh, here goes Robbie Gordon. To the outside. Right front. There we go. Here's his left front. All clear. Back to TV. There we go. And Robbie Gordon takes the lead. Brian Vickers working his way forwards in the top line. And Vickers out to the front. And he drops to the bottom, which wasn't a great move, but okay. As the 18 of Bobby Labonte is now at the front of the field. Been a lot of passes. This is a lot of passing. Like, even for Talladega. Jeff Gordon pushing teammate Jimmy Johnson. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jeff almost took out the 48 and everybody behind them. And probably himself too. That was close. Yeah, it is cool, I agree. It's fun. Jeff Gordon trying to work that middle line with Johnson. Johnson works his way to the bottom though. And now we're 4 wide, 2 rows back in the field. This is not looking good, if you ask me. This is ready for a wreck, if you ask me. Meanwhile, Rusty Wallace has worked his way forwards, and so has the 50 of Derek Pope. Derek Pope to the front of the field in 2004 at Talladega, but not for long because the 5 of Terry Labonte is also up front, and so is the 2 of Rusty Wallace. And the 025 of Hamilton Jr. also out front, almost. And so is the 1 car of John Andretti, apparently. Sterling Marlin also working his way forward in the 40 car, and we're basically 4 wide for the lead now. This is nerve-wracking if you're for real, or if this is for real, and it's not, thankfully. Whoa, 45. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's about to wreck the leader. Where is he? I can't find him on the cameras. There we go. And he's just going to get shuffled out. Newman and who is the 89? Morgan Shepherd. Working their way forward. Terry Labonte pushing the 45. And whoa, what a run from the 2 of Rusty Wallace. Almost made a good move there. Just couldn't pull it off. Couldn't get it to the front of the line. And Morgan Shepherd sliding around trying to choose a lane, it looks like. Probably want to do that sooner rather than later. Because we're not quite... Actually, no, we are a quarter of the way through, I think. We're about a quarter way through. Anyway, 40, I believe, is leading, if the graphics right. Nope. Casey Kane in the Toyota dealers. Camry is now out front, but just for a moment, because the 43 of Jeff Green, I think that's Jeff Green, right? Yeah. Or not 40. The 43. Why am I talking about the 43? I don't know. The 40 of Sterling Marlin is challenging him. And the 30 of Johnny Sauter also working it forward. Yeah, now... never mind. That we were 24. Alright, we're close enough. We're 10 laps past the last time we checked in on the 97. He's in a 3-car tandem, not doing well. So he's going to need a big wreck and to not get involved. But the 025 is at the front of the field for the most part. And actually, he's actually at the front. Because now 38 is technically in front according to time and scoring from Xiron TV, which is apparently not very good with timing and scoring at the moment, because the graphics editor, me, is not quite very experienced with iRacing graphics. Biffle almost got into the 40. but he didn't. He avoided it. 38 of Elliott Sadler is way out front, and Jeff Gordon still working towards the front. I feel like he's got a good shot. He's doing well. He's got to get himself in front of everybody in his line. Moving forward. Jeff Gordon to the front of his line in that third lane with pushing help from Kevin Harvick. Tony Stewart, though, I didn't see him, but he is moving from the outside to the middle, and he's technically got a nose out in front, but he's got no support like the 23 does from Jeff Gordon. And Gordon to the bottom. Can he squeeze it underneath the 23? Not before the 23 found some more momentum. Is he inside now? Yes, he is. Jeff Gordon was going to be leading the bottom until Tony Stewart found his way to the front of the bottom line. And now Carl Edwards is actually the one in front in the 99 car. Lots of moving around right now. You can see Matt Kenseth in the middle line a little ways back. Edwards leading Stewart. Edwards tried to side draft the 32, it looked like, and Stewart's going to get to the inside, but Edwards does have a push from the 49. Not enough, though, because Stewart is clear at the bottom, but the 42 of Jamie McMurray and the 25 of Brian Vickers are now at the front of the field. Vickers looks like he's waiting for support from teammate Jimmy Johnson, but there's not enough of it because nobody's supporting Johnson, who almost looks like he faked to the outside. The 42, Jamie McMurray. To the inside. Jimmy Johnson, though, making a move for the lead on his teammate, who blocked the 42, and Johnson is clear. He goes to the bottom immediately. But a huge push from the Roush teammates. Edwards and Biffle power past the 48 while I was searching for them on the camera list. And they are powering ahead. Look at that. The 16 and the 99 might just pull away by pushing each other. But nope, Johnson's got a huge run. What does he do with it? What does he do with it? He's not going to take it. He's just going to stay in line. Meanwhile, the 50 leads the outside line. And he moves to the inside, so there is the 5 of Terry Labonte now at the front of the inside, and he moves to the inside. So the 49 is actually the one leaving, and now Terry Labonte also gets in front again. They're just switching momentum all over the place. So now you got 200 cars at the bottom, behind now 2 Roush cars at the bottom. And the 49, Ken Schrader, takes the lead with Morgan Shepherd and Kyle Petty. And Joe Nemechek is leading the outside with Robbie Gordon. I never thought I'd be commentating about these guys in the iRacing race, simulating 2004 cars on 2021 Cup cars. It's kind of wacky, but sure enough, here we are. Here I am. And Joe Nemechek leads the lap. I want to see them break the all-time record for closest finish in this race. I want them to beat Darlington from last year, if you will. I want to see that. That would be awesome. I don't know where Gordon went. He was up there. Here's the 24. Towards the back of the pack now. He's backed out of it, it looks like. The 30, side by side with him. 30 car driven by... who is that? I don't know. Anyway, Matt Kenseth, at least on the ticker, is in the lead. 17 car. And he actually is in the lead. Push help for Casey Kane from Rusty Wallace, but can Kane block him in time or clear Kenseth at least? No. to the 31 stays behind the 9, but we're 3 wide for the lead. 17. Not clear. And not even with a nose out in front. Payne to the inside of the 2. Well, almost. The 2 is actually still clear, I think. Nope, not anymore. Casey Kane trying to take the lead, but the 2 car just has too much help from the 5, who did not go with him to the bottom, and instead he's just going to take the lead for himself. Terry Labonte takes the lead. Jimmy Johnson, whoa! Jimmy Johnson, right when I was saying his name, almost took out the 38 while driving the 48. That was almost a disaster, and that whole top line is going to get slowed down from the 38 now. Racing lap 30 right now. 4 wide down the back stretch. The 01, the 31, the 32. And the 38 is just going to get trained here until Vickers catches up. This could be a mess. Meanwhile, Jimmy Johnson and Matt Kenseth battling for the lead. And I think the 2 is actually taking it 3 wide. Nope. My optical illusion senses apparently are working right now. I'm seeing optical illusions. The 5. Michael Waltrip. Mikey to the lead at Talladega. We're on lap 31. We're about a third of the way through. We might make this whole thing green. I don't know though. We're getting closer to wrecking. We're hitting each other not so square on the bumpers. Casey Kane to the front with a push from the 31. Can he block? No, he won't. He won't even try, which is probably a good call. And the 32 pushes the 31. I don't know why they keep dropping to the bottom, because they keep getting past as soon as they do it. I don't know what in the code makes them do that, but probably not the best choice. Looks like the 77's been in the wall. Unless it's just like a wooden texture on the number. Oh, that's Brendan Gaughan. Brendan Gaughan going for the lead at Talladega in 2004. Who I think is going to win. I think Jimmy Johnson's going to win. It's kind of a generic pick, but I think he is a good pick. Maybe Greg Biffle. But it's hard to know. I mean, they've changed so much. But Jimmy seems to be consistently up there the most. Like, if I were to click on him for the camera right now, oh, he's way back there now. He was just up front. Now Jeff's in front of him. He was way in the back. Vickers is out front. Ahead of Brendan Gaughan in the 77. And the 02 about, oh no, the 025, I'm sorry, is actually right there in Hamilton Jr. Elliott Sadler working his way forward. Brendan Gaughan for the lead. Not enough support though, I don't think. Unless Sadler can give him more support than the 3 cars behind, and he did. And the 3 cars behind Vickers. Brendan Gaughan continues to try to lead this thing. Carl Edwards though, in the 99, moves to the front with help from Johnny Sauter in the 30. And it's 23 of Dave Blaney behind. Edwards to the front, and he will take the bottom line, but will he go back up in time? No, he won't. The 30 of Johnny Sauter might be able to get him. Unless the 38 pushes Edwards enough. Edwards going to have to pick a lane though. He's not getting any support from the 77 because he's half a lane up. So Johnny Sauter is now out front, ahead of Dave Blaney. Derek Cope in the 50 gets a push from Ryan Newman in the 12. And Bobby Labonte in the 18. Whoa. Careful. Newman slipped out of line. That was a bit of a mistake, kind of. And Derek Cope. Can he beat him to the line? The 12 is going to get there. with help from his teammate, the 2 of Rusty Wallace. So there is the 50 of Derek Koch now trying to work his way back to the front. Gonna have to really push the 12 though, because Stewart is doing a good job of the same thing with the 2, and he's now in front of that middle line. Kensick is up top, but all by himself. Stewart sidejacks the 2. Can he clear him though? Looks like he's gonna get some help from Bill Elliott in the 91. But not soon enough, because the Penske teammates have worked their way back on the inside. Stewart to the front. He leads the lap. And here goes the 91. Every time they take the lead, looks weird because they just take the bottom. And then the next guy takes the bottom when he clears him. And the 91 keep the lead. No, he's going to go up top, which I think is going to allow Stewart to be inside. Yep. And across the line, Kyle Petty challenging the 5 for the lead. And Dale Jarrett is challenging Kyle Petty to challenge the 5 for the lead. So the 88 works his way when he goes out in front just in time for the 45 of Kyle Petty to take it. Just in time for the 88 to take it back. They're going back and forth on the backstretch. And now the UPS number 88 is clear for the lead. Morgan Shepherd leads the outside line. Kyle Petty to the outside. Looks for a moment and goes back to the bottom. Dave Blaney continues in second. Kyle Petty back to the outside with help from the 6 of Mark Martin. This time the 88 blocks. That was a good move. .38 laps in, we're going to take another moment to check out Kurt Busch, who is coming off pit road. I don't know if that's for fuel or if he had an issue. But he was one of the cars at the back, burning more fuel. So that wasn't good. So his race is probably over. Mark Martin is at the front by a couple car lengths. And here they go on the pit road. There is the 5 car. And I don't know if we'll be able to see the pit crews on the AI or not. I don't think so. Oh, contact. Contact on pit road. And they're just going to go through each other. The 5 got hit by the 23. He's got damage from that. So from the lead, or close to the lead at least, the 5 gets damage on pit road. There's the 31, the 16 of Greg Biffle. 23 is away. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, it is Ryan Newman. Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry, Tony Stewart, maybe? Can't tell because the graphic's not always right. It is the 80 at the front of the field. The 50 was that pitting? I think it was the 50. Ryan Newman to the front. Just in time for Tony Stewart to get a push from Brendan Gaughan, and they're both going to make it to the bottom if they want it. And they do. Now, what do they do when these guys get a run behind them? If you're Stewart, you move up to the middle to clear the 025. If you're Brendan Gaughan, you just check up. And Stewart is going to pull away like crazy, because they're all checking up for the lapped car. Caution's out. What happened? Just going to have to go through all the cars. I don't know what happened. Somebody had an issue. They're all coming down pit road. Maybe there's no yellow, because they're still racing. Oh no, it's the O2. The O2 brings out the yellow. And Kurt Busch is saved by the yellow, I think. Unless he brought out the yellow, which he might have. I hope not. But we'll see. And he's okay, looks like. Looks like he's alright. So Junior is leading according to the graphic. Looks like he is. I can't tell if there's actually a yellow or not, but they're still going full speed. I don't think there's a yellow. And is the 43 a lap down, or is he in front? I'm confused now, ever since the pit stop started. I was not anticipating my ticker being off like this. Especially after the test last night, it was working fine. Jeff Gordon's up to second. I think these guys are a lap down. I think Jeff Gordon is in second behind Dale Jr., who might be pitting now. Oh no, they are. It is a caution. Okay, it actually is a caution. I think. Yeah, because they're all slowed down now. Is the pace car up there? I think so. Where's the 38? There he is. 12. I'm trying to figure out where the pace car is, if he's there. If it's there.